Hello, this is a question of numerical methods. So we have an iteration here. So I'm going to show you. Always these iteration questions, you have other marks to get. So even if you're not able to do the iteration because you are confused, you always can get easily other marks. So you have an equation, has a single solution, and by considering a suitable change of sign so that we have a solution that alpha between 1.5 and 1.6. So remember, we have a solution in between two values of x if we have a chain of sign of y. So we are going to find f of 1.5, this is a, f of 1.5, f of 1.6, and see if there is a change of sign. And for that, you have one equation, which is this one. We can consider the function like just rearranging. So my f of x, my fx is going to be x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 3. So this function or this equation comes from making this function equal to 0. Yeah, I'm just moving the x squared to the other side. So what I'm going to do is find f of 1.5 substituting here. So I'm just substituting 1.5 and then 1.6. If you do 1.5, you get minus 0.375, which is smaller than 0. And if you do 1.6, is 0.136, which is greater than 0. Therefore, I have a change of sign, and this function is continuous because it's just a cubic, so I have a solution. Yeah, a solution. I have a root between 1.5 and 1.6, so this equation has one solution. Then b, and you should write something like that. So there is a change of sign for fx and is continuous, therefore there is a root. So then for b, they say show that the equation can be rearranged into the form this one. See, these two marks are quite simple. You don't have to have an idea of iteration. It's just rearranging. How I'm rearranging? So you see the 3 here is divided by x and here was alone. So I would compare these two just to see quickly what can I do. So if I divide this equation by x, I would have 3 divided by x. This x divided by x is going to be 1, and these two are just swapped. So this is going to be x squared and this one is going to be x, and you see they are just in another position. So I'm going to start with the initial equation. So x squared is x cubed plus x minus 3. So what I'm going to do is divide by x. I have x is x squared plus 1 minus 3 divided by x, and rearranging. So I have x squared, x squared, what do I need? X squared. X squared is x minus 1 plus 3 over x, which is what I have here. Yeah, and then use the iterative formula, this one, which comes from here. Yeah, you compare this one with this one, is the same, to find so if x1 is 1.5, I have to find x2, x3, and x4. So remember, we have a solution between 1.5 and 1.6. So this iteration is going to bring us close to an answer that is between 1.5 and 1.6. So I just have to x1 is 1.5. If I substitute x1 by 1.5 here, I'm going to get x2. When I have the value of x2, if I substitute here, I'm going to have x3, and so on. So x1 was 1.5. If I substitute that, x2, and my advice is that you keep the values in the memory of the calculator. so you don't lose decimals. Don't round or anything like that on this process. This is x2 to 4 decimal places. They are asking them to 4 decimal places. X3 5743 and x4, just repeating the process. So this, you see that the values are just going closer to 1.57, which is between 1.5 and 1.6. That's where we know we have a root. Then it says, hence, so using this, deduce an interval of width 0.001 for alpha. So alpha, this is the alpha, is going to be between two values. The difference in the interval, the width of the interval is 0.0001, so I'm rounding to this place. So my value is going to be in between 1.574 and 1.575. Yeah, so my root is going to be between 1.57 4 and 1.575. Yeah, because the difference between these two, so the width of the interval is 0.001, that's what they ask, with two zeros, yeah. And I know my solution is between these two values. Yeah, this is it. So as you can see, if you don't remember well how to do the iteration, there are things that make sense and they are easy to do anyway. Yeah.